It began in a quiet lab, unnoticed by the outside world. A group of stickman scientists studied a glowing strain of tobacco under glass domes. The plants shimmered faintly, and as they examined them, the researchers noticed something strange. The leaves seemed to hum with possibility. Caption: the plant changed everything. Dark green leaves reflected beige lab lights, black marker outlines emphasizing the crisp edges. One researcher, daring and curious, took the first puff. A faint glow appeared above his head. A spark of intelligence igniting like a firefly in the dark. Caption: the first spark of genius. Beige smoke curled around him, shadows of dark green stretching across the light gray lab floor. The city outside transformed. Stickmen walked busy streets, clouds of smoke forming equations, formulas, and floating diagrams in the air. Caption: ideas filled the air. Light gray buildings faded behind green smoke, beige highlights tracing the contours of new inventions. Knowledge floated visibly, suspended like lanterns above each thinker. In classrooms, students exhaled smoke shaped like mathematical symbols. Caption: knowledge in every breath. Light green chalkboards glowed faintly, beige smoke spiraling above dark gray desks as stickman children absorbed ideas directly from the air. Learning became effortless, immersive, and literally visible. Art exploded in parallel. Stickman artists painted while clouds of smoke swirled into fantastical shapes overhead. Caption: art breathed intelligence. Dark green shadows of easels contrasted with beige canvas highlights and light gray studio walls as each brushstroke seemed to extend into thought itself. The motion began to fade. Two stickmen sat apart, smoke between them forming broken hearts, illustrating how logic had overtaken feelings. Caption: emotion faded to reason. Dark gray outlines defined their shapes while light green smoke glimmered faintly under beige highlights. Yet brilliance had its limits. Stickmen with glowing super cigarettes sat motionless, eyes wide, faces blank. Caption: too much brilliance. Dark green shadows enveloped them, beige embers glowing faintly against the light gray background, evidence of minds pushed too far. Some minds were lost entirely, frozen in endless thought. Stickmen sat among dense smoke, frozen in meditation. Caption: minds lost in thought. Dark gray haze wrapped around faint green lights, beige outlines glimmering subtly. Meanwhile, others chose simplicity. Stickmen in open fields far from smoky cities watched silently. Caption: we chose to stay human. Light green grass under beige sunlight with dark gray silhouettes of distant cities. A reminder that some still valued life over brilliance. A single ember fell from above, a neutral glowing object, like an abstract idea. A stickman child reached for it, curiosity illuminating their face. Caption: curiosity never dies. Dark gray night sky framed the light green glow, beige highlights dancing gently around it. From that ember rose a new spark. Smoke curled, forming shapes of ideas and inventions that had never existed. Caption: a new thought was born. Light gray mist wrapped around dark green shadows, beige smoke spiraling toward the sky, signaling renewal. Finally, a wide view connected city and countryside. Trails of rising smoke marked the invisible threads of thought and intelligence that bound the world together. Caption: the mind burns again. A balanced palette of dark green, light green, beige, light gray, and dark gray conveyed a universe alive with ideas, both beautiful and dangerous. A world where intelligence was literally inhaled. In this reality, humanity had become both fragile and extraordinary. Knowledge was no longer hidden inside brains. It floated in the air, shaped by every breath. Every inhale was a spark, every exhale a creation. The world breathed together, thinking together, and burning together in an endless cycle of curiosity and discovery.